Hello dear students, welcome back. How are you today? Are you ready to learn some new things? Yes. So in Unit 7, there is a new and interesting story about a family who took a trip to Kaziranga. Now Kaziranga is a national park. You know, it's in India, it's in Assam, India. We can be so proud because even the United Nations have pronounced this Kaziranga as a World Heritage Center. That is something for us to be very proud of. Now, the story is about a family of 4, mom, dad and 2 sons who decided to go to this park to see some rhinos. Now, what happens in the story is Mickey, the younger boy, is very excited and enthusiastic like most of us are, no? When we have to get up and go early morning somewhere, if it is a holiday, if it is visiting a place, yes, most of us will jump out of the bed. In fact, I don't know if you would even sleep through the night, right? Yeah, but if it's a normal school day, I think the moms and dads have to come push and wake us up, right? Yeah, so some of us are like that. So in here, the story here, Mickey was the enthusiastic one. He jumped up and he was ready. And he was trying to wake his brother up. The older brother, Vicky, kept sleeping and he didn't want to wake up. He was not interested in this park, the national park trip. So anyway, finally this family got ready and ran to the bus, and they were so late that the driver was just about to drive away, and this family was feeling so bad. But anyway, they brushed it all aside and they started enjoying the trip. So first they had to go in a bus. So that there was a tour guide, and the tour guide was explaining everything about this Kaziranga National Park. Okay, so do you remember when you went for a trip like this? There was so much to learn, right? You can see so many things and learn. You can hear so much history and other stories about that place and learn. So it's a very good trip when you go for such things once in a way. You know, it's a lot of learning and also fun, family bonding time. All right? Okay. So then Papa was trying to get Vicky, the older brother, to be interested in this trip. He was trying to show him some scenes, but Vicky was little, he didn't show any interest in this trip, and he was just on his phone and all those things. But Mickey was just the opposite. Then they reached the place, and the driver announced at the top of his voice, "The elephants will take you on a ride from here." Now that was another treat for them on this trip. They came in the bus so far, and now the elephants will ride them to that place where they are supposed to see the rhinos. We call it as rhinoceros also. Okay, the driver sounded as excited as us. So imagine, everybody were excited. So Mama and Papa were telling Vicky to enjoy the trip because Vicky was on the phone. But do you know what happened? When Mickey and Vicky sat on the elephant, Vicky forgot about his phone. All the beauty of all the things around him made him forget about his phone. So that is what the outdoor air or outdoor sceneries, all this will help us give a fresh look and a fresh interest in all these things, right? Okay, so then after that the whole family had a great time, and when they saw the one-horned rhinoceros, even Vicky was shouting with joy. So all's well that ends well. That was a successful day for this family. Now for the new words that we have learned. The story, I was thinking Mickey's energy is so contagious. So all of us should have that kind of energy when we are learning even the exercises. So will you be energetic? And will you be enthusiastic about this exercises and the new words and grammar? Okay, let's do this. The first new word is nudge. Give a gentle push. That's the meaning. Next word is groan. Complain by making a long, low sound. That was what Vicky, the older brother, was doing when they were asking him to wake up in the morning. Yeah, from the bed, he was just turning aside and making a groan sound. Resort, a place out of the city where people spend their holidays. Adventure, a daring experience. Majesty, impressive beauty. Mahout, a keeper and driver of an elephant. So these are the new words. So what do you do with new words? Remember them, remember what it means, and next time try to use it in your sentences while you are speaking or writing. Okay. Exercise A in page number 25 itself. Choose and underline the correct meanings of the given words from the options. So you have one word and there are three options that are given. You have to choose the correct answer. Let's try one. The first one is embarrassed, and the options are happy, frightened, ashamed. So embarrassed is ashamed. Okay, so in a similar manner, when you do these words and the meanings, you will understand them better. In page number 26, write a related word for each of the given words. That's exercise B. Choose the words from the hint box. So the hint box is given and the words are given. Easy, right? So let's try the first. The first and the second are already done for you. Water, bottle. Lunch, box. Now look at the pink box, hint box. The third word is east. So what are the options? Wheat, train, saucer, electricity, sea, and west. Yes, west will be the correct word from the hint box that will be related. East is related to west, it's directions. So next one is cup. So let's see the hint box. Wheat, train, saucer. Cup and saucer. So like that, you can do the rest in the textbook itself. Moving on to exercise C, answer the following questions. Now please take out your notebooks and start writing the answer to these questions. Okay, what are the things to remember? Use capital letter to start the sentence, use punctuations, and you can even add the new words that we've been learning, right? In all these lessons we've been learning new words. You can use that and the grammar, and always remember to complete a sentence, whether it's a exclamatory sentence and you put an exclamatory mark, or you will put a full stop, okay, at the end of the sentence to show your sentence is complete and finished. Okay, all right. The next one in page number 27. Today we are going to learn about pronouns. You've already learned some of it in term 1, but we'll learn a little more deeper now. Use correct pronouns in the place of nouns. The very sentence says that pronouns are words that are used in the place of nouns. Okay, so what are the pronouns? Do you remember? He, she, we, they, okay, it for things, okay. So these are the pronouns. Let's see how we can use them here. Kannu and Mansi had a fight yesterday. Then the second sentence, again Kannu and Mansi, that is again the noun is being repeated. So we can replace that noun Kannu and Mansi with the pronoun. So what is the pronoun that will be fitting here? They. Okay. So let's see how the sentence will turn. Kannu and Mansi had a fight yesterday. They are not talking. Okay. Good. So the next one is Ayushi came late because Ayushi was busy with her work. So how do we turn it? We take that noun Ayushi and we add she. Ayushi came late because she was busy with her work. Easy, right? So try the rest of the exercises in the textbook itself. Next one, in page number 28, exercise E. Look at the pictures given below and underline the correct pronouns. So since we learned the pronouns now, you can easily underline. It's a fun exercise. In page number 28, there is a passage and we are going to read the passage. So you listen carefully. As I always say, when you listen, your brain is highly active, trying to gain all the information and store the information, and you will also improve your listening skills. Okay? You will learn new things. We need a shelter to live in. This shelter is called home. Our homes protect us from being exposed to weather, wild animals and thieves. Our homes can be either big or small. They can be either kacha or pakka. The homes built with bricks and cement are called pakka houses, while the homes made with mud and straw are called kacha houses. So you saw how we read it. We also read with pause, and if there is something important, you stress on it or you emphasize on it. Okay, moving on to exercise G in page number 29. You have to tell the class, name your favorite animal, and whether it is wild animal, domestic animal or a pet animal. And you can also add one more line on your own about that animal. Okay, so here is the example. My favorite animal is the cow. It is a domestic animal. Okay, now when you write, you can write whether it's a first one, what is the animal? Second one, whether it's a second point you will write is whether it's a domestic animal, wild animal. So here it's written cow is a domestic animal. So depending on what animal you are writing, write whether it's a domestic, wild or even a pet animal. And the third sentence is your own sentence also. So you can add about this animal. If it's your pet, you can say my dog is obedient, it will sit when I ask it to sit, or anything, something special about this animal that you like. Okay, or if it's about a cheetah, that's a wild animal you're writing, you can say it's the fastest running animal, you know. So those interesting details. Exercise H. Look at the name of the animals given below and write down where they live. Pick the names of animal homes from the hint box. This is also an easy exercise because you already know where these animals live. Okay, lion, dog, hen, horse, cow. So the moment you start hearing these animals, you have an image of where they live. So it's an easy exercise. Moving on to page number 30. That's part 2 of this unit. It's a poem. Where do trains go? Let's read this together. I wonder where trains go. Someplace far away from here. Some move fast and some slow, taking people to their near and dear. On the roof of my house I stand and see hurrying trains come and go. A few stop at the station and others like unstoppable rivers flow. Someday I would leave home and find where tracks end. The whole world I would roam and board every train at every corner and every bend. The author is imagining all about the trains and how they are moving, the train tracks, and someday he dreams to go around, take all the trains and see where the tracks end. That is quite imagination, right? Okay, so what are the new words we learned? The first one is wonder. Meaning is to think. The second word, roam, R-O-A-M, to walk aimlessly. Okay, so roam, There are other words also with that same sound. Okay, it sounds like that, but the spellings are different. This is what we are learning right now is ROAM, and it means to walk aimlessly. Unstoppable, a thing which cannot be stopped. So, those words are the new words of this chapter. Moving on to exercise A. Read the given words carefully and find words with the same meaning from the poem. Now that's an easy one. Let's try. Relatives and friends. Let's go back to the poem. So, yes, near and dear. We found the first one. The second one is terrace. Let's go back to the poem and see. Roof of my house. See, that is terrace. Isn't it fun? Okay, so in the similar manner, look at the next 3 and 4. Next 4 words and see the meaning in the poem itself. The next exercise in page number 31 itself is answer the following questions. Now that is another easy exercise because we read the poem. We know the answers. Okay. Please write it down in your notebook as we always do. So we have come to the last part of this unit, learning grammar. So what is the grammar that we are going to see today? This, that, these and those are called demonstratives, and they are used to show the relative distance between the speaker and the noun. So with the help of these demonstratives, we will understand if the thing or the person is close to the speaker or far away. Okay? Example, these are my books. Now read this in the brackets. These is used for something that is close. It is the plural form of this. See, when you look at the sentence, you can see that it's books. So, instead of this, we use it as these. The plural form of this is these. Okay, let's look at the next sentence. You will have a better understanding of what is this, that, these and those. Those ships are sailing away. Look at the brackets. Those is used for something that is far away. It is the plural form of that. Now, did you understand the difference? So, how would you say if it is that? That ship is sailing away. So, the whole sentence is plural, but it shows the relative distance between the speaker and the noun. Now, that same thing, let's convert it into a plural form. So, how will the sentence be? Those ships are sailing away. Okay, now you got the difference. So, the plural form of that is those. The plural form of this is these. And they are all called as demonstratives. And they are used to tell us the relative distance between the speaker and the noun. Okay, let's take a look at the first example. Dash book on the topmost shelf is mine. So, what would be the right demonstrative? That book on the topmost shelf is mine. Okay. Now, for you to understand, let's try making it a plural sentence by adding the those. Okay. Let's see how the sentence will be. It's not given here, but just for you to understand better. Those books. Then it becomes plural. Remember, those books on the topmost shelf are mine. Okay, I'll say that once more. Those books on the topmost shelf are mine. So you have to remember that became those, then the book became books, then is became are. Okay, so all those changes happened in the sentence just because one demonstrative came in. Okay, okay. So In a similar manner, you can look at the other exercises from 2 to 6 and add the correct demonstrative. You will learn definitely what this, that and those, these are used in what situations. You will know by the end of this exercise. So I hope you learned new things, new words, new grammar, and I hope you will use them in your sentences while you're writing or speaking.